This boy right here is freaking fire!
Mood elevation.
You homies on Reddit, man.
Fire!
Mood elevation. I see you homies on Reddit, man.
Reddit.
Oh. One of them homies on Reddit, man.
Fire!
I'm freaking gunning for you homies on Reddit, man.
Fire! Fire!
What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie, baby, and today we're doing a Reddit reaction video. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you. So click subscribe and let's get into this. Okay. Let's turn the lights on here, man. Let's turn the lights on. We got the lights on in here. We're going to find out, man. So first of all, I wanted to start the video telling you that I lied to you, man. I mean this from my heart. I lied to you, and I'm here to tell you the truth. Let me tell you this, man. I did a video the other day for Dark Horse pre-workout. And I said in the video, when I reviewed it, I said I almost called 911. And I walked away from the review feeling like, man, why'd you lie, GGH? Why'd you do that, man? Why'd you lie? And I thought about it, man, and I sat with my heart, and I thought, you promised these people, man, you would be transparent. You would never lie to them. And it felt ugly. It was a stupid lie, and it felt ugly. I reviewed Dark Horse, and I was like, yeah, my heart rate went up, and I almost called 911. It's not the truth, man. It's not the truth. I did call 911. The pre-workout hit me. This is a true story. I swear to you, man. Pre-workout hit me in about 7 minutes, man. Heart rate went through the freaking roof. 7 minutes. I stood there, freaked out. I was home alone, got major anxiety. I've never done this in my life, man. Called 911 on myself, ever. Called 911 on other people in LA when they overdosed in my apartment. Dude, I walked outside. I felt the worst anxiety ever. My heart rate was up. I thought to myself, this is it for me. I swear. I had such bad anxiety. And I thought, if it's only 7 minutes after taking the pre and my heart rate's at 166 from not even working out, it's only going to get worse. And if I don't call 911 now, I know I'm not going to be able to do it in a few minutes because I just kept getting this rush of anxiety. It gets worse and worse. I shoved my freaking fingers down my throat, dude. Tried to puke up the pre. Nothing came out. I was too anxious. Got on the phone with 911. Said, yo. I didn't say yo. I said I took some pre-workout and I think my heart rate is way too high. Something about how it felt was off, dude. I felt way off. She's like, do you want us to send somebody? She put me on hold for a whole minute. I was outside. It was cold out in the morning. I looked at my watch. The heart rate went back down. I said, I think I'm okay. The anxiety kind of left me. And she was like, well, if you think you want us to send somebody, just call us right back. So then I did the review. And I felt kind of silly that I did that. Felt really silly that I did that. So I said in the review, I almost called 911. And I walked away from that review, man, and I was in my head about it. I was like, why'd you lie to them, man? You said you'd never lie to them. And you preach about being honest. And I thought, just like I preached to you guys, dishonesty is always backed by fear. Always. So I said, I know why I lied. I was scared because I looked silly. Like, what a stupid thing to do. Call 911 when I didn't really need to. I was freaked out. So it just came out. Oh, I almost called 911. So here I am, man, telling you I apologize and that I was in fear, and I have to constantly treat this head of mine with fear and dishonesty and resentment and selfishness. And if I don't practice that, man, what I preach and come clean and be honest, then what good am I, man? Just to talk about it. So here I am, man, putting my heart and soul out to you, letting you know what I did. And I felt silly about it, man. And I felt bad lying to you guys, man, because you guys are a family of mine, and you've always been supportive. And this is to let you know, man, my head is crazy too, with fear, and I can want to be dishonest and get resentful and be selfish. So I'm treating this thing, man. So this is me treating it. So I prayed to God, and here I am clearing it up, man. Let's move forward. So there you go, man. There you go. So now back to the Reddit reaction. Here we go. So we got a lot of people, man, who tried the machine pre-workout based on my review, because I hyped the heck out of this machine pre-workout, because I tried it. The homie Jim recommended it to me. Turned out to be every bit or better, really, than he said it was. And so I was like, man, I'm going to make a big deal out of this one. This is a hitter right here. So people started getting it now and posting their reviews. And so here we go. So let's see a couple things. Machine. Man, I have nothing but positive things. So this is from In Need Trend Now. I Need Trend Now. Okay, quite a name. I have nothing but positive things to say about this pre. This completely blew my mind. It's so smooth. It's actually insane. The closest thing I compare this to would be Smash. Is like if you took Smash and made it extremely smooth. That's literally what this feels, even though there's 2 milligrams of alpha. So he goes on and talks about how amazing it is. I'm telling you, man, this stuff was freaking. I was so stimmed. I don't know what Smash is like. But this stuff was the truth, man. Here he is right now, man. The homie who recommended it to me, Jim. Such a great pre, truly an all-day experience. And somebody said, agree, you have to 3-scoop push to get it to work, not over the top. Feels almost too clean for my liking. I got to totally disagree. 2 scoops for me, like 2 flat scoops was perfect for me. So I just think any more would just unnecessary. So here we go, man. Somebody else is saying, can I daily any of these? So I have gotten a little trigger happy here and let my heart guide my decisions. I think you let your head guide your decisions, homie. I think you let your head guide your decision. I've just picked up Irate and Dark Labz, Halloween, and Maniaco. From what I've determined using my limited reading comprehension skills, I have a handful of dynamite. As for a more direct translation to my jokes, I think I may purchase only heavy hitters and have nothing to use daily. Irate, I understand, is 100% a non-daily, and we'll be limiting that to once or twice a week. But with the 2 Dark Labz products I've acquired, I would like some opinions on if it were able to be a daily, either of them, without frying my dopamine receptors or dying at the age of 25. So no, none of those are dailies. As far as my background, I've been dailying single scoops of Edge of Insanity for the past year. Dailying in the sense of 4 to 5 times. So he legitimately wants to know. This isn't like some guy who's just like, oh, what an idiot he is. I mean, he's just asking a genuine question. He doesn't know. And the answer is no, man. Those are not dailies. None of those. I don't know about Irate, but it's got that same research chemical as Smash AMF, I think. It's same manufacturer. They're all made by this place in Vegas. They make Irate, Game On, Hyperdose, Smash, Laser Meld, all those. They're not dailies. They're freaking research chemical pre-workouts. And these are all twice a week hitters, man, and not each. What you choose twice a week total. Don't take what I'm saying as each. So Hammerstone made a video about this, I guess. Maniaco and Halloween are both DMHA pre's, heavily dosed. He said, thank you for your input. I was under the disguise that both of the Dark Labz products did not have DMHA. I realized that the 2-amino is there. So I get this a lot, man. A lot of people like bought Maniaco and they're like, oh, it doesn't have DMHA. I'm like, yeah, it does. It's got 2-amino. And they're like, oh, I didn't know 2-amino is DMHA. So a lot of people don't know that, you know. So then somebody says Halloween is closest to a daily. I would still add a cleaner daily pre, something like bulk or bulk black. I don't know how Halloween, I mean, is anywhere near a daily. Maybe he's talking about how it feels, but we're talking about 300 milligrams of DMHA, of Dark Labz DMHA. To me, it's not even close to a daily. Maybe, I guess, between the three, I don't know. Even between the three, it's more caffeine than Maniaco. So I don't even know how it's the closest, but that's what we call a bold opinion. So I mean, 300 mgs of DMHA is no punk. They're twice a week hitters, in my opinion. I mean, that's my opinion. You know, you could do whatever you want. There's nothing on the label that says use twice a week. That's just from my head, you know, from my heart, you know. So you could use it every day and you're not breaking the instructions on the label. But I just feel like you're setting yourself up, because what happens is that gets in the way of your recovery and stuff. And the best part about bodybuilding is not the best part. One of the most important parts is your recovery, man. And when you're overstimulated, you're messing with your receptors and your nervous system and all that. Too much stimulant, you're getting in the way of your recovery, you know. So it's just, it gets in the way of your gains. And, you know, gains over everything, homie. Spiritual gains over everything. All right, man. So let's share the next screen here. This one said, what shall we choose for High Stim Saturday? By the way, GGH coined that term. Got to give credit where credit's due. I hate to say it, man. I think it's the truth. I coined the term High Stim Saturday. Everybody uses it, and I couldn't be more blessed that it's caught on. But High Stim Saturday started 5 years ago on the GGH channel, man. When we talk about practicing restriction, and someone said, since you want to shine a schlong, Maniaco for sure. God bless you guys. I love you guys. My favorite has always been gold. It's just so smooth. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, High Stim Saturday, man, it's taken on, you know, because I talk about practicing restriction a lot. A lot of my channel is about practicing restriction. And so, you know, Saturday to me was like the day where you take a High Stim pre, where you treat yourself after practicing, you know, using mostly dailies for the week. And that's what it is. This guy, overall ambassador, GGH, is a fraud, boss. Someone said, never understood why there's so much hate on GGH. Dude is on and dialed in, always giving great training, diet advice, and keeps things real. Crazy to me how people can criticize him. Haters gonna hate, though. The homie has my support. Well, I appreciate the support. I don't think it's crazy that people criticize me. I think that I'm not above criticism, man. I think I fall short a lot, and I'm open to criticism. I want to do better. You know, I definitely want to do better. And look, man, the truth of the matter is, when I'm on social media, which I am, I'm a YouTuber, you know, I'm opening myself up to all kinds of haters and support and all sorts of, so I'm not above that, man. You guys, I can definitely be criticized, and I could take criticism, you know, if it's makes sense. You know, if you just come to me and say, oh, you lost me when you started talking about God, I mean, that's not criticism I'm willing to take. But there's other stuff, you know, that definitely I could. Somebody said, what's the fraud? Spike's pre's, boss. That's ridiculous. Any proof of that? Yes, with meth. What evidence do you have to support that claim? And then my boy Wojciech from Dark Labz said, oh my God, you are top one idiot here. Truth hurts, boss. I know, right? He's got to be trolling. It's been well known now, boss. GGH is a fraud. These subs bring out the loonies. I mean, how do I spike pre's? I don't. I don't make pre's, so it's hard for me to spike pre's. I'm not a manufacturer, so you think I like poke a little? I get like 1,000 tubs of maniaco, and I poke like a microscopic hole in the top of each one and manually insert insert other chemicals. So everybody, it comes out of my pocket, but so everybody can be twacked out. I think that's great, man. I'm not even. What am I going to argue and say I don't spike pre's? What am I even going to say to that, man? One of the biggest ways, one of the best things I've learned about dealing with trolls is never defend yourself, because they are smarter than. I mean, some of them just are super idiots, but some of them are smart enough to know that what they mean isn't real. They just want to get a rise and have you. They love the attention to get you to defend yourself and state your case and all that. It's the worst thing you could do, man, is even accept their premise to do that. I've fallen short a lot of that, man, and gotten triggered, and I've gotten a lot better. Stim break, best way to separate pre's to make sure they keep hitting. What do you fellow stim junkies suggest for a stim break? How long and how often? Do you take any other caffeine during your break, or can you stack some heavy hitters with a daily and rotate? Currently like crack primal, crack OG, venom, and maniaco. Also like Mr. White, but I need 2.5 scoops to get the benefits. Currently like crack OG, crack primal, venom, irate, usually on maniaco and Mr. White. That's his rotation. All DMHA illicit pre-workouts, all of them. I naturally have a high tolerance and want to know what you guys think is the best way to keep your tolerance down. I would say not to be your rotation would be definitely the best way. For whatever the opposite of this is, for that to be your rotation and not this. So this is an absolute monster of a rotation. I mean, it just feels like you're going to burn out. These all have overlapping crazy ingredients. Look, man, there's no rules. I only talk about what works for me and the rules I fill in for myself. I'm an addict, man. I got to be on guard for this kind of stuff, because the way my head works, and a lot of you might understand, you give an inch and you break your rule a little, and next thing you know, you're off the rails, homie. So yeah, that's why I schedule stim breaks and rest weeks, and I take my stim break at the same time as a rest week, so it doesn't make sense that while I'm detoxing from caffeine and stimulants, I'm going to try and work out. I might as well just rest my body. And definitely a stim break, to me, it's crazy if you're still taking caffeine on your stim break, because that's not a stim break, in my opinion. I mean, I know people who do stim breaks and they still do energy drinks and all that. I mean, that's just not a stim break. I like suffering a little for the greater good. So, and then a couple days a week, man, is good with no caffeine. I definitely, the days I don't train, I don't take any caffeine. It's just a reset day. And it keeps my tolerance down. I could take Ghost Legend right now and feel amazing, And then the other thing I suggest is switching each day. You can use high stim pre's all the time if you're smart about it. You can do a alpha yo hitter one day, a DMHA the next day, and rotate, man. It's not like that serious, but if you want them to keep working and doing their job, you got to practice a minimal amount of restriction. And then I don't have pick-me-ups, energy drinks, coffee, or anything. I'd get one stim use a day. It goes towards training, and that's it. One hit a day, and then I have 24 hours till the next hit, and so that works for me. New Rect Enraged hits every time. Yeah, New Rect Enraged is silly good. One of the best pre's I've ever used. Best daily pre for someone used to high stim. Let's see what the people suggest here. I'm looking for the best daily pre that will hit decent and allow break from the higher stim stuff. I run Maniaco. Oh, so this is the same guy on a different thing. You know, for me, it's like Insane Labz, Psychopath is a good one. Another one is 5150 by 5%, always hits. Tweak is good. Well, no. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about, higher stim stuff. He's talking about DMHA or whatever, but and there's some other hitters. Man, Crack Daily's a good one, man. That's somebody mentioned. Meaty Morsel said Crack Daily. That's a great suggestion. Ami is good. Edge is not a daily to me. It's a little higher. It's such a high amount of yohimbine. Just like Wrecked and Raged isn't a daily. That's a full-on stim junkie. I like Flame by Dark Labz. Always hits. Well, he's saying to stay off the crazy stuff. These people never disappoint, man. Here we go. So what will happen if I stack these two together? Absolutely. So this guy's talking about stacking Mr. White and Euphoria. Oh, this is the guy who called me a fraud. So this guy's a let me just tell you, this guy's a low IQ idiot. I don't care. I'll talk junk, homie, you freaking loser. Look at you, I'm a fraud, but you're stacking 2 DMHA pre's. One of them has 300 milligrams of caffeine. 300 milligrams of DMHA in a scoop in a freaking serving. The other one has 100 per each pill. You're a fraud. Freaking fraud, low IQ dude. Look at you, man. Look at you, you fraud, homie. It's a waste. DMHA sucks once you push it over 400. Have you tried it, boss? I pushed it up to 500, chief. 300 is the sweet spot. Thanks, bro. I probably tried them out. Yeah, you're burnt out, homie. You're a fraud. Can't enjoy a DMHA pre already without adding more DMHA. It's sad, homie. It's sad. Fraudulently sad. I just took 3 caps of Euphoria and a heaped scoop of Mr. White. Okay. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Here we go. Let's see here. We're talking about Game On. So I reviewed this one, man. If you want a happy, aggressive, focused workout, Game On is for you. It's a productive pre-workout with good suppression of muscle fatigue. All right. The label's complete BS. So this is what I'm going to say, man. This pre-workout here, I took it. I would say I had a positive experience. I gave it a positive review. It was a nice experience. It was okay. I walked away from it thinking I have no interest in ever taking this again. I would never grab this over a traditional DMHA pre-workout. This manufacturer, and they're out of Vegas, they make Smash AMF, Laser Melt, all these other products, all these high stim pre-workout products, Irate, all of them. They use this research chemical, whatever they have in there, these research chemicals. It's not a great feeling. It's not like a great, I mean, it's great. It was good during the workout, but then after, like the stimulated way I felt, just didn't care for it. Just did not touch a regular DMHA pre. I would I thought like I'll never grab it again. So, all right, this has the intense focus of Smash, but leaves the over the top anxiety and sweating out. All right, so there you go. So yeah, it's the same chemical as Smash. I mean, I'm up on these manufacturers and stuff. Virgin. So I'm brand new, never tried a pre-workout before. Got Wildfire dropping this week. Okay, never tried a pre-workout before. Got Wildfire. My stupid question is, does anyone use pre-workout for a night out? I'm trying to lay off the ale at the moment, but would still like that lift euphoria feeling. Hopefully it's not too silly a question, so go easy on me. This is just weird. So this guy says, brand new, you've not tried a pre, and you bought Wildfire over like a daily driver. Interesting choice. Not only did he buy Wildfire over a daily driver, he didn't buy it to work out. So, yeah, it's a big no to me. It's just, to me, it's abusing the product. I mean, that's me. I just think it's abusing the product. It's just doesn't make sense. It's not what it's for. It's for a pre-workout. It doesn't say on the instructions, it says take 20 to 30 minutes before training. It doesn't say take 20 to 30 minutes before going out at night just because. But hey, man, you got to follow your heart on that one. I think it's a bad idea. Okay. So then we got OG Juiced is insane. I'll be honest, I got to completely agree with that. This pre-workout was absolutely insane. I bought this when it first came out after GGH video dropped, and I tried it and loved it, but it was too strong for me back then. So I just forgot about it completely until today. I decided to pick it up, tried a full scoop. So today I tried a full scoop for leg day. Already at 5 minutes, started feeling a little bit of euphoria. Around 15 minutes, marked a big wave of aggressiveness, hit me to the point where I'm forced to work out. And it's the good kind of aggression, not the kind where you feel like you're going to puke. Yeah, so much energy at once. Overall, this is great for me. I love the juices, more physical, aggressive, a little bit of euphoria. I don't know. They have the one that I have, the one that I had tasted horrible. The lemonade tasted like straight chemical, and it freaking smacked to the point where it was alarming. How high my heart was. It was too much. I used it a handful of times. I reviewed it. I put it on the map, used it, went live on it, and then I was just like, man, every time it was just like my heart rate was so freaking high. It was like worrisome. So it's so sad they changed the formula so quick. Only the first batch they were selling for just a few days before it sold out actually had the goods in it. Interesting. All the rest of the batches, like the one I bought a week ago, like a week after GGH video, were just Alpha Yo Bomb. Smash AMF is a different. I didn't know that. Well, I can only share my experience. You know, a lot of people think that reviews are like a sales pitch, dude. It's a review. You know, I'm not saying what this you know, a lot of people might like think you're just selling him on it, but a reviewer, I just take it and share my experience. Sometimes I'm so fired up about it that I so badly want my viewers to have it because it's such a great experience. So it does seem like it's a sales pitch because of how fired up and descriptive I am about it. But I think you can watch my videos and tell which pre's I'm super fired up about, like from the heart, and which ones I'm like, all right, you know, I wouldn't really go back to that one. Like if you watch my Dark Horse review the other day, I'm sure you'll know. I'm sure you'll know that I wasn't too fired up about that. So yeah. But I do remember that first juice that I had crazy DMHA euphoria. It was just like almost in the back seat with how freaking how crazy the what's it called, the energy was, man. The freaking energy was just so freaking nuts. Okay, we got a few more here. This says Venom Sharp AMF Hyperdose. This post was removed by the Reddit filters. Oh, okay. So the user didn't remove it. The Reddit filters did. Venom is my favorite. So It's baffling to me how everyone's favorite and least favorite differ. For a while, it seemed to be irate. Then Venom made a push. Now Game On is trending. Love hearing the thoughts. Even if your experience doesn't match with the YouTuber, we are all entitled to an opinion, and no other person is greater than the other. Unless your name is Garage Gym Homie. Just kidding, man. Love you. Just said that so I could get on your Sunday Reddit skit. Okay. I love you too. God bless you, sir. Well, you're on. Here we go. And he is right. Actually, about the fact that no one's opinion is greater than another's except mine. I mean, there's truth in all sarcasm, trust me, and he's right. I mean, my opinion does stand just a little higher than, well, kind of a lot higher, man, than everybody else's. In my head, just kidding. So here we go. Let's move on. Hot take: caffeine is becoming too dependent from companies. I don't even know what that means. Responsible base. Okay, so what that means, let's see, where's the picture in picture? Here we go. Let's see how it is, man. Let's see how it is. Homie. Where are we here? Do I even need to show you the screen, or can I just freaking stop sharing? Let's just read it. I'll just read it. We'll see how this goes. In the blessed world of stimulants, caffeine is not needed as much as it is jammed into these tubs today. With the DM family, secret sauces, and other key factors that drive us, there is zero need for more than 250 mgs of caffeine. These companies are jamming their product with 400 or higher, and when we add scoops to keep up with our tolerance, we're now wrecking tolerance to other ingredients. I can almost guarantee that 90% of stimmy turners took a quick tolerance bag and found a pre with all the goodies and only 200 milligrams of caffeine, they would have the same workouts. I've been buying ingredients separately and making my own pre's how I want, changing to. All right, man. So this is what we call an opinion, and we're all blessed that you shared yours, homie. I would counter that with Alpha Yo being too dependent from companies. So as far as caffeine goes, look, man, I don't disagree. I disagree with a couple things he says. I don't disagree with others. So let me just tell you this. I don't disagree with the fact, like, I don't like taking pre-workouts with excessive amounts of caffeine. Now, obviously, that's like relative depending what you consider. Dark Labz could have went this way. See the new Primal. Instead, neutered most of the formula because illegal. Yeah, I agree. Caffeine could be lessened. Don't see. So, like, okay, let me just go back because some of these comments are, I don't understand them. They're above my pay grade. Let me just tell you this. When I see a pre-workout with more than 400 caffeine, I cringe because I have to take, when I take it for review, I'm like, man, it's really just wrecking my tolerance. When you, especially like Apollon Nutrition pre-workouts, those really, man, like they really throw 550, 500 in there. I'm like, in my opinion, I'm like, man, a really good pre, like 350 to 4 at the most. That's why Maniaco has 4, because that's the max personally of what I like to ingest, 400. And it doesn't feel like death or anything. It's good. Tweak has 350. That's a hitter amount right there. But then the other thing he said is there is zero need for more than 250 mgs of caffeine. I mean, where do you draw the line on need? It's like, I mean, I could make a much more convincing argument that there's no need for pre-workout at all. And that if your spirituality and your rest and your nutrition and your everything's in order, then you should just love pumping iron and you don't need pre-workout at all. And that's my experience. I mean, I either lift weights, I either do cardio in the morning with a fat burner and lift weights in the evening stim free. When I lift weights, I just love lifting weights, man. I'm freaking, there's not a second that I'm pumping iron stim free in the evening where I say to myself, oh man, I really wish I had a pre-workout in me. This is really tough. I'm free. I freaking love pumping iron. So when you talk about need, that's subjective, man. I mean, I guess this is your opinion. So you're saying pre's don't need more than 250. But you could say you don't need pre at all. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Where do we draw the line? Hot take. Everyone has a hot take. I like a good hot take here and there, man. Anyone who takes Stim daily. Hi. Hold on, man. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm done sharing screens. I'm just going to read it. I believe many will be here who take Stim pre-workout daily. Can you please share your experience regarding tolerance? Do you take Stim breaks to be caffeine free or just increase the dose or find stronger stuff? Well, if you're asking them, a lot of them just increase the dose and find strong. I mean, this is what I'm telling you. This guy who called me a fraud is stacking Euphoria pills on a DMHA pre. That's not what Euphoria pills were meant for, homie. I mean, it's not. They're to turn a daily into a Stim junkie. I mean, that's the idea behind them, where you can add up, not to, just silly, man. You're talking about I spike pre. He spikes his own pre's. This guy, it's amazing, man. You can't make this up, man. The guy who calls me a fraud, you can't make this stuff up, man. Tell you, slap rotation. I used to take breaks, but I haven't been bothered to. Our society is built on stimulants to gain efficacy. Okay. All right, so yeah, people sharing there. I usually work out 5 days a week, and I'll cycle dailies. I mean, I'd have to think most people in here are reasonable, but you know, you never know. Then you got somebody who says worth 25, yay or nay, and they're talking about. I could show you guys right here. They're talking about Inspired Nutra. This was not Kill Aid, the other one, Dark, Devastate Dark. And somebody says, worth it, met the CEO and his wife at an event. I got this one coming. Now, somebody says, brutally underdosed. This is just not true. This pre-workout is not brutally underdosed. At the full serving, you get 3.2 betas. You get cocabuterol. You get caffeine at 325 plus another, dude, you get 400 caffeine, you get 1 milligram of alpha yo plus yohimbine plus 6.66 citrulline plus GBB. This is not an underdosed pre, and it's definitely worth $25. So I actually really liked it. I took it on vacation once, and it was like a perfect pre-workout for vacation. No negative side effects, just a good pre-workout, man. Really, really enjoyed it. Okay, next, sipping on my juice for High Stim Thursday. So this is about the juice pre-workout. Need to wake up from the dead for the morning training site. It'll do that. Wanted to lay off supposed DMAA pre's to let them mellow, so I pulled out old juice. This is not what you pull out when you want to lay off hardcore pre's. You are wild. I took a heaping scoop and thought I was going to die. Wait, how much? 1.5 scoops? That is wild. You know, when I had this stuff, I took a half a scoop and then sipped the other half through my training session, and even that was like too much, man. It was crazy. Hammerstone was underwhelmed by it. This guy's a real stim monster, man. This guy Hammerstone can handle some stims, I think. He's a good dude. Good dude, that Hammerstone. And but as I said, the tub I had, man, there's no way you would take it and say it's uneventful. I just can't believe it. I put it against the craziest stim head, and you know. So here's another post. We got a few more. Somebody said, "What's the best from GNC Vitamin Shop? I know they all suck, according to 90% of you in the sub, but just give me something." 9% of them actually working fine. They contain ingredients for energy, focus, alertness. I don't agree with that they all suck, or 90% that they all suck. I mean, look, man, they got bucked up. Mother Bucker, that's a hitter right there. They used to have the Redcon one, Black Ops, which I heard they reformulated now without the Alpha Yo, so scratch that one. Do they sell Insane Labs there? They got to have some good yo hitter. I thought Insane Labs was in some of those bigger shops, man. I thought Insane Labs got into some of those. They got Ghost Legend. Ghost Legend's a really nice daily. I think there's some hitters, man. Rise Loaded is a nice pre-workout, man. Rise Loaded's a nice daily. If you're looking for crazy stim junkie pre's, man, probably the Mother Bucker's the closest you're going to get to that, you know, at a GNC or vitamin shop. But I don't know. So it depends. Here's another one. This guy posts a picture. It says, "This should be illegal. I just opened a brand new container of Bum Thavage only to find it half empty." You know, some people would say they found it half full, you know. They'd say, you know, some people would look at the bright side and say it's half full. You're talking half empty, homie. You got the wrong mindset. No, for real, though. What does that matter, how empty it is? I don't understand. What does that mean, how empty it is? I mean, it goes by servings, okay? It goes by, there's a weight on it and a serving size. So let's say the serving size is 15 grams. I'm just making it up. And it's 30 servings in a container. So that's 450 grams, I believe. So you put it on the scale, and if it weighs out to 450 grams, then you got all your freaking servings you paid for. I don't care how big the tub is and how empty it looks. How the heck is that relevant? It doesn't mean there's less in there than you paid for. I never understood this logic, but anyway. Somebody said, based on weight, not volume, and it settles down over time. Okay, that's true. It's science, man. The powder settles over time. They could definitely make the tub smaller, though. Okay, yeah. So somebody said, I don't get why people are so stupid. I hear this question way too many times. That's not nice. I mean, I don't want to call him stupid because he didn't hate on me personally, but you're only stupid if you hate on me. Everybody else is just mildly stupid. No, for real though. Let's see here. Who cares about the size amount of syrup? Well, I don't think people know that. I think they get a tub and they assume it should be filled to the brim, and they don't know too much about the grams and the syrup. They go by the scoops anyway, so they look at a half full tub, half empty tub, and think, "Oh, I'm getting ripped off." It's all by the weight, man. It's all by the weight. Anyway, so what's everyone's thoughts on this? Will it be a trick or a treat? They're talking about the Dark Labz crack Halloween. I don't get excited over Dark Labz announcements anymore. I'm sure it'll be another pretty good high stim pre, but they're a dime a dozen. Okay, that's fine. Dark Labz should make this one better than Maniaco, which is by in far their best pre-workout. Well, I appreciate that. See what people say. Probably the same formula as the new Crack Gold, Purple, and Barbarian with a different label. This is why I switched to Coca Labz. Oh, man, I don't know about that. Coca Labz is not I can't think of Coca Labs Pre's better than Dark Labs. And no, I was going to say something. I was going to maybe. Who do you think's making Coca Labs? Who do you think's making it? Oh, I'm not going to say anything more, man. Not going to say anything more. Coca Labs they don't have the resume, man. They don't have the resume. So we a lot of people speculating. I'm going to stay optimistic. I mean, I by the time you're seeing this, all the reviews are coming in, and then everybody likes them. People are liking them, so they clearly did a great job on it. Let's see here. Next, need advice on. I haven't taken it yet. By the time you see this video, I'll probably have taken it. I get mine in Monday. Right now, it's High Stim Saturday. I'm thinking that so I'll have it Monday. I'll probably take it Wednesday because I usually take DMHA Pre on a Wednesday and Saturday to space it out. And from what I've heard, everyone the homie Hammerstone did a review. There's a bunch of people who took. Oh, my boy Jim took it. Same guy who told me about Machine, said it was great. So I already know it's good. All right, so now we got this guy here. Need pre-workout advice. Need advice on pre-workout. Hi, I'm a 15-year-old male and I go to the gym regularly, but my pre-workout isn't hitting anything. I take one with 200 mg of caffeine and 2 times, even 3 times scoop. It's sometimes, but I just can't feel the boost that everyone talks about. I was thinking about getting one with DMAA. Should I do it? This is such like who? This is one of these posts they would accuse me of making up, so I have content for this thing. That's what that one, I forgot who said it. Somebody said that a long time ago. GGH makes up Reddit posts so he has content. This is probably one of those that I made up. First of all, do I believe this is a real person? Quite possibly. I don't know. On one hand, if it's not a real person, who the heck has time to make a Reddit post and to troll people? I mean, what a weird thing to do, to make an account, to make a post like this. It's not like that earth shattering. It's just like a weird way to make your time. So someone said new account, first post claiming he's 15, taking absolutely crazy amounts of caffeine for his age. Got to be trolling. I don't know if he's I don't know like what the man would look like who takes time to make something fake like this. That would be pretty pathetic. I mean, for what purpose? Unless it's me making this for my Reddit reaction videos. I guess there would be a purpose there. But no, somebody said, I don't think he's trolling. When you're a kid, it feels cool to push and see how much you... By 15, dude, I'm just going to tell you this. By 15, I was under my parents' medicine cabinet stealing opiates and going on Arrowhead website to see, like what these pills did to people and how much to take and everything. So, like, definitely 15 is an age where you could be obsessed with mind-altering substances like I was, and kids now just are younger and younger doing crazier things. So it wouldn't be surprising if this is real. I gotta imagine it's more real than fake, probably. Somebody says crack Halloween formula drop. So this was 6 days ago. Oh, Hammerstone posted this. So he posted the formula, 1 mega alpha yo. How much caffeine's in there? So 300 caffeine plus citrate 150, so that's 375 total, plus dicaffeine malate at 100, which gives another 75. So I think it's 450 total caffeine. So at least they didn't do like 550 or whatever. 450 is tolerable for a limited edition. It's okay. We could handle it. I think I'll wait for a review from you or anyone but GGH before jumping on this one. I mean, what What a low IQ comment, dude. What a low IQ comment. You know, the problem with this comment goes back to the last two videos I did here. I presented a challenge and nobody has been able to come to me and answer this. Here's my thing. If you want to call me out and say that my reviews aren't valid, first of all, you don't have to watch my reviews, so I'm not saying that. But if you want to call my name out and say that I'm biased, which is what you said here, somebody said, what's wrong with GGH reviews? And somebody said no shade on him at all, but for obvious reasons, I don't trust him to be unbiased for any new Dark Labz product. Well, it is shade on me. I mean, you're calling out my name specifically to say you don't trust my reviews. You could have just not said anything, but you wanted to say you could have just kept your mouth shut, but you wanted to say my name and say that you don't trust me. So I'm going to present to you the same exact thing as I presented to everybody else. If you're going to say that I'm biased, whether I am or not, doesn't matter, or untrustworthy, if you're going to say I'm untrustworthy, let's say, first of all, I never claimed to be unbiased, just so you know. You've never heard me say I'm unbiased. That's not a claim I made. I am biased towards Dark Labz. I love the brand. I want them to win. I freaking show love to them. I love Dark Labz. I think they're great. They make 2 pre-workouts with me so far. They've given me love, and I give them love, and I put a lot of people onto that. They've made my High Stim Saturdays what they are. And I know the owner, and he's a friend and a genuinely good dude. Having said that, just because I'm biased toward them, if you want to say I'm untrustworthy, now we got a problem, because I presented a challenge. I said, I want you just wanted to come off at the mouth and say, well, GGH is untrustworthy. He hypes everything up. But what they can never do is accept my challenge and specifically name one review that they can come back to me and say, he was lying. I bought that pre and it was nothing like he said. He freaking lied. Now, that doesn't mean every single person's going to have the exact same experience as me, but you can't point out one thing that you're certain I lied about when it came to talking about my experience with a product. You can't say, I took this product and GGH is lying about the experience and he sold me on it and it's nothing like it. You can't name one review. You can only make generalized statements saying, I don't trust him. He's biased. He hypes everything up. But they can never, ever be specific and say what that means. What is it that I'm dishonest about? They'll never accept the challenge. They'll only continue talking trash. So let's say no shade on me after you called my name out. You didn't have to say anything about me. You could just say I'm waiting on some reviews. I mean, you didn't have to say anyone but GGH. I mean, for what? That was to talk junk. So there you go. Somebody said, what's wrong with GGH's reviews? All he does is wave his hand beside his head and say head high about 50 times. This is so true. High as giraffe vagina. No shade on him at all. But for obvious reasons, I don't trust him to be unbiased for any new Dark Labz product. Somebody said, agreed, everything against him. Freaking troll, man. Haters, that hating ain't gonna get you nowhere, homeboy. Low IQ haters. What's wrong with GGH's reviews? What's not wrong is the real question. What's wrong with GGH? Okay. So it's just brain rot, freaking stupid comments. I think I lost a few more IQ points. After reading these freaking stupid comments. There we go. So They always got to pull me into it, man. What's wrong with? What's not wrong with him? This guy, the fanboy number one here. So let's see here. We got a few more, and we are donezo. Crack Halloween formula drop. Somebody said looks like crack OG, but perhaps a little more smooth thanks to Canna, less caffeine. Okay. I'm just glad they did good stims plus good pump. Okay, there we go. Next one. Help with rotation. I typically take, let's see. Wait, what does it say here? I typically take a pre-workout daily, no more than single scoop. How should I rotate to avoid tolerance? Crack Primal, Crack, Wildfire, Kill Switch, Smash, Legit, Oxy, Mr. White Maniaco. Somebody said you need some regular caffeine pre's between all that, brother. You can't rotate between those and avoid stimulants. Those all have exotic stims. Yeah, I mean, this is a crazy rotation, man. This is a burnout rotation, man. You're going to burn out. And transparent. Somebody said, bro, get transparent Labz bulk to run in between. That's a good one, man. Bulk or bulk, black or lean. You got to switch it up, homie. You got to switch it up. Here we go. Somebody said pain after pre-workout. Here's another post. Lately, for past five or six high stim sessions, when I get back home, I have pain in my stomach/groin that I can only describe like I've been kicked in the balls in the gym. I mean, they are pretty much inside me after high stims anyway, but recently it's gotten really bad to the point where I'm having to lay down for an hour or so when I get in. Anyone else have this problem, or am I just weird? So number one, you should absolutely discontinue use of these products if you're experiencing negative side effects. That's number one. And you probably should consult a doctor. Anyone else who tells you you're not weird or to keep using these regardless and it's normal is not looking out for your best interest. So yeah, feeling a pain like you've been kicked in the balls after intense workouts isn't normal. It could be a hernia, testicle strain, or something with your spermatic cord. Take it easy. Wear supportive underwear. Yeah, I would definitely get that checked out. All right, moving on. Bought these 2 pre-workouts out of pocket. Reviews coming soon. Somebody said Machine is my new favorite. I am excited to see the Nutricartel having it in stock. Yeah, I'm the one who put them. I stocked him up with that hitter, man. I told him he's got to get it because that stuff was fire. So that boy is great, man. Just freaking clean, man. No, he said real smooth, no drama, clean and has that geranium feels. Yeah, it's the truth, man. GGH almost sold me on that machine too. I'm super backed up on pre's though, so I'm going to hold out. Looking forward to your thoughts. Someone said he's quite convincing, eh? All right. The homie Jim who put me up on it said machine is absolutely fantastic. I just ordered the crack Halloween. All right, man. Yeah, that freaking machine, I hope everybody loves it as much as I do. High Stim A said machine is great. It's very good, illicit to the max, perfect blend of aggressive and mood elevation. It is really a perfect pre, man. It is amazing. It's in my rotation. Discount code GGH15 to knock off some big cash on Nutricartel. Get it while it's hot, but I can only recommend the grape flavor. I've only tried grape, so if you get another flavor, you know how these freaking tubs are, man. If it's inconsistent, don't blame me. I'm not saying it is. I don't know. Nutricartel. I received my tub of El Jefe Garria today, and the plastic tub cap was broken, and the paper sealing the tub was taken off. I hope they make this right ASAP. Dude, this was not worth making a post to throw shade on Nutricartel. You had no reason. You make a post after he doesn't make it right. I mean, just to post that, I mean, you could post what you want, but it seems like kind of a waste of a post. It's like, dude, of course he'll make it right. I mean, wait till he doesn't make it right if you want to trash him publicly. But like, it's just, I don't know, man. Did you email them? Why post here? I did. Thanks. I just wanted to see if anyone had a similar experience. Just be patient, man. He's solid, man. He's solid. Okay. Pre-workout lasting too long and messing with sleep. Here's another one. Has anyone found anything good over the counter for knocking the edge off a pre-workout or canceling out the stimulants to help get to bed? I work out at 4:30 in the afternoon, and my go-to pre was Kill Switch, the 620 to 1026 and whatever batches, and they were great. I could still get to bed at a reasonable time. New batch is different, heavier on the stims and lasting a lot longer. Picked up some Ninja Zen. It helps, but not as much as I like. Is the only solution just to take less pre-workout? So we'll see what these people say, but I'm going to tell you right now, I would never take pre-workout at 4:30 in the afternoon. I wouldn't even take a daily driver at 4:30 in the afternoon, but that's me, let alone a freaking Kill Switch where I got to be in bed at 9:30 or 10 at night or whatever. I mean, dude, are you in this to get high or are you in this to bodybuild? And quality sleep is the best part of making gains. Getting good quality rest and sleep besides your training and your nutrition, rest is equally, and if you're doing things to get in the way of that, you're prioritizing a pre-workout buzz over gains, man. And that's just unacceptable, to be honest with you. If I'm training at 4:30 in the afternoon, which I do a lot, I do cardio then, I pump iron, I'm going stim free. And I'm only taking pre-workout first thing in the morning, or on high stim Saturday, I take it at noon. And as far as sleep supplements go, I always say the same thing. Relying on sleep supplements for sleep is a losing game. It will always be a losing game. Sleep supplements are for a couple times a week when you want that extra hit, just to give you that good reset and refresh feeling the next day and reset your adrenal glands and your receptors and help. But if you're relying on it to fall asleep, you're going to start being dependent on it, man. And number two, Ninja Zen's a Phenibut hitter, and it's trash now. Total trash. So that is not the one I'd recommend. Knockout is Coca Labz, Midnight Reset. There's a few other. NutriBio came out with Deep Sleep. Another one is Somatomix, Anesthetized, REM 8. Those are all hitters. But again, man, I would never. If somebody's like, I can't sleep, what should I take? My first response would not be telling him what sleep's up to get. It would be, what's the underlying issue? Why can't you sleep, and how do you remedy that? And in this case, it's obvious. Quit taking pre-workouts at 4:30, man. You're just gonna suffer from it. Let's see what other people said. Magnesium as well. I mean, that's not gonna. That's not gonna do. I mean, I don't think that's gonna do much. But I mean, when you're twacked out, man, on a freaking amphetamine analog, I don't think any dang magnesium is going to do much, man. I really only take high stims before 11. Exactly. But it seems Phenibut is main, which is why Ninja Zen, I don't think it has Phenibut anymore, despite what the label said. Sueño is the best non-Phenibut sleep sub. How many times a week do you run stims in the evening? Just twice a week? Yeah, it's twice too much. You got to save that, man, for high stim Saturday. Save that for high stim Saturday. Try L-theanine. That's not going to do jack. Somebody said Ambien. Absolutely not. Throwing more supplements on top of this issue is not the solution. Less supplements, less pre-workout. Let's reevaluate here. Mail call, today's stack, machine, Kool-Aid. I think you'll be disappointed after hearing your first smash AMF. It's not crazy strong or illicit. It's middle to lower tier for stim heads. I liked Locked and Loaded better. Their best was the most. That's not my experience, man. This was not middle of the road to me. And as I'm saying, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that his tub hits different than mine or whatever. But whatever I took, man, and what my boy Jim takes and what the people who have now, he's saying, I would agree it's B tier at best. Just getting a lot of hype since GGH posted. I was pretty disappointed with Hellraiser, but I had the newest bash with a bunch of nootropics. For what it's worth, my buddy really liked it. I tried Hellraiser years ago. I gave it a terrible review. I'm just going to tell you, man, I've had about, by the time you see this, which is Tyson Sarah, everyone's got, I sold a ton of these, man, off my review. A lot of people bought them, and I was blessed enough where they used my discount code to buy them. I don't have to pretend that, it ain't like that. I'm freaking super blessed. People use my discount code and supported me. I've gotten a ton of messages today about Machine. I can show them to you. People are feeling amazing right now, man. My boy Mark, who's going to post a review in the Reddit about it, he freaking took it. Awesome. I mean, there's the dancing, the feel good, the after workout glow. He described it. You guys know him. He posts a lot on the Reddit. And I've gotten 5 people have given me great feedback. One person said they didn't feel anything. So I've gotten just about all great feedback from this one, man. So I'm hoping all the tubs are the same, Now we got 4 more. Somebody said side effects after stopping DMAA. After doing a DMAA run for a couple of weeks before every training, firstly on every training, I feel like a little chick on MDMA in a club. From what I've seen in life, this leads to nothing good. But after stopping, I'm experiencing very strange side effects. My muscle fibers tear very easily. Before I was training all day, no problem. Infinite sets and reps and cardio. Now I can't run for 5 minutes. My strength went down from 90 to 50, but cardio, running, boxing is very bad. That's from DMAA, right? Now, don't lie. Let's admit it. It speeds up overtraining. When I take it to perform kind of better than without, and still not better than what my performance was. There was no point in taking it, and it reduces your actual potential. Man, this is a tough freaking read. I'm going to tell you, right? This was hard to get through, man. I don't know what this guy is talking about. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about. Am I missing something? Taking it every day, muscle fibers. I got to be honest, man. My brain just went into overdrive. First of all, you shouldn't be taking DMA every day. I'm not sure what kind of experiment this was. Yo, everyone, F this guy. He's being an a-hole to people giving legitimate responses. Who is this guy? Dexter Lab. Will drop your performance anyway. Stopping tests will again reduce performance. The same as always. Could have told you this from the start, but daily DMA use is never recommended anyway. Obviously, this would have... I don't know what he's talking about. Sounds like you have something else going on. Yeah, something's wrong with this guy's head. Okay, listen now, mate. I'm getting off that, and I feel myself again. Like saying you shouldn't take pre-workout. I was probably taking it. It's just... Then Hammerstone said, don't come on here and ask questions and then be an a-hole when people give responses. Anyway, the basic understanding of these things and how they work will tell you DMA is a strong stimulant. Hammerstone said, yo, everyone, F this guy. He's being an a-hole to people giving legitimate responses. Click to see some other of his activities, talking about using cleniohimbi SARM steroids. From his post, it's very obvious he has no idea how to properly use any of it. Then he said to Hammerstone, dude, just inject some more Tren and chill the F out. How can I use DMA for a week and be fatigued, overtrained? This guy's saying you shouldn't take it every day, but in reality, he's on massive amounts of gear and takes DMAA all the time. This guy's an idiot, just a troll. I don't know what he's talking about. Sounds like a moron. Anyway, it's moving on. This guy said, we got 3 more. Have to stack these 2 or else they're trash. I mean, I wouldn't stack them, but they are trash. Anyway, that new M2 was never came out good, dude. That thing was super underwhelming. All right, here we go. Now we got a machine review. That's what I want to see, man. Somebody backing up that GGH overhypes everything. Here we go. Let's see. Machine review. Man, I have nothing but positive things to say about this pre. Completely blew my mind. It's so smooth. It's actually insane. The closest thing I compare this to would be Smash. If you like and took Smash, so he loves it. Oh, he posted this on the other one. Good review. Locked in. Feel good experience. 2 scoops was more than enough for me. Crazy how you can handle 3. Yeah, 3 seems like too dang much. I needed a sleep sup to fall asleep with 2 on a high stim Saturday, man. That was freaking nuts. I was like, oh man, I could just keep staying up. I was like, I want to knock out now, man. I was up at, I took it at noon. I was still up at 12:30, which is unheard of for me. I was ready to get to sleep, man. I took a midnight reset, man, knocked me out. And that's why I tell you guys, man, like this other post talking about taking them during the, like I would never take those at 4:30 during the week, and it would, freaking rely on some sleep subs, man. It's just a losing game. That's why we invented High Stim Saturday, man. And then lastly, can I daily use any of these? Anyway, I think we already read that one. So that's everything, man. We talked about a lot of stuff. I told you I lied to you. I cleared it up. I hope you guys forgive me. I'll always come clean with you, man. I'll always keep it real with you. And I felt genuinely felt bad about it, man. I owe it to you guys never to lie to you. And I'm just telling you, man, when I tell you that I deal with things in my head like selfishness, resentment, fear, I mean it, man. I got to treat my head too. And I never lie to you guys, man. And when I walked away from that Dark Horse review, and I was like, man, what a silly thing to lie about. I did call 911 on myself. Like that was, why'd you lie about that? And I lied. I was like, man, I'm in fear because of how silly I would sound, like soft, that I did that, man. I freaked out on that pre. I freaked out on that Dark Horse pre, man. I thought better safe than sorry. And it was just a bad experience, man. It was a bad experience. And then it smoothed out, and it was just like a regular kind of pre with a little illicit dialed in twist. And, the review is accurate. It's just, I said to you guys, I almost called 911. And I walked away like, man, that felt ugly on my soul, man. How you going to preach to these people about honesty and stuff? You better go make amends and clear that up, man. So I want to lead by example and tell you that when fear is in my head and I want to be dishonest, man, I have to treat this thing. There are no small dishonesties in my life, man. I can't stay sober that way. So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I appreciate you hearing me out. Leave your comments, man. Hit the like button. God bless all of you. And let's get this dang muscle.